Hi, guys. Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Lucy Mwangi, USA. Welcome to my live stream. This is going to be a quick live stream. I just wanted to follow up with you guys to see how you're doing. So I'll give you a few minutes to see if somebody else will join the live. I have Nakimbugwe Sabrina already asked a question and I've put it up. So I'm here briefly, and if you don't catch this live, you can watch the recorded version of it. I'm here to talk about the 2026 DV lottery. I don't have so much to say. I just want to give you some quick tips. Today is October 13th, 2024. So that means it's day 11 of the DV lottery entry period, which started on October 2nd and it was going to run until November 5th. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know where you're watching from, number one, and if you can hear me, so that I don't go deep into the video and you guys cannot hear me. So let me know if you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up. Show me some kind of sign. So like I said, today is October 13th, 2024. It's day 11 of the DV lottery entry period. So you have 23 more days remaining to submit your entry. Have you submitted your entry? If not, what's going on? What are you waiting for? Are you looking for a better time, or what's going on? Is your country eligible to participate in the 2026 DV lottery? And is that the reason why you have not submitted your entry? Is this your first time applying for the 2020 for the DV lottery? Is this your first time? If not your first time, how many times have you attempted? Have you taken the photo? Have you already taken the photo? Do you know the specifications for the photo? And if you have already participated, or if you have put in your application, have you come across any challenges? And if you have, what are some of those challenges and what have you done about those challenges? So welcome to the live stream. I just wanted to touch base and to thank my fans, by the way, from all over the world, wherever you're watching from. This is just a gratitude video, sort of. I want to thank you, my fans, especially from Africa. My fans from Kenya, I appreciate you. Nairobi, Nakuru, Thika, Kericho, guys texting me or sending me messages from Eldoret, different parts of the country. I appreciate it. Fans from Gambia, the Republic of Gambia, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being supportive. Fans from Uganda, actually, I have a question right now from Entebbe, Uganda. Fans from the UK, thank you for your support. I appreciate you guys watching and supporting this young channel that is growing. So for the young YouTubers, don't give up, just keep pushing. So let's get started. Tips for a successful completion of your entry. Don't take chances with your photo. That's the biggest takeaway from this. If you don't take anything away from this video, don't take your photo for granted. Don't just take a random picture with your cell phone and try to crop it or filter it or enhance it in any kind of way. That's not going to work. Elvis Nduwayo, karibu. I'm here. Okay. All right. Welcome. Nakimbugwe Sabrina. Before we get into the tips, Nakimbugwe Sabrina has a question. Hello, Lucy. I'm from Entebbe, Uganda. Can I use the photos I used last time? Because my children are at school right now. By the way, what are you guys doing about that? For the kids that are in school and you need to add them to your application, What are you guys doing about that? Are you asking for time off from school? Or are you going and having somebody take a picture of them at school? What if they're in boarding school? What are you guys doing? Or did you do, did you plan ahead and have the pictures taken before they went back to school? If you have any suggestions about what to do, leave it in the comment section, because some people are saying in my inbox that when they go to the school is not allowing them to take a day off to come just for the purpose of going to take the picture. So what are you guys doing about that? Because if you had probably thought ahead, you'd have taken the pictures prior to them going back to school, as long as they are within that 6 months, because you're not allowed to use a picture from last year, the ones that you used last year. So if you guys have any suggestions for Sabrina, leave it in the comments section. So Elvis, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Quickly, I'll just do a rundown of some of the tips that I have for you if you want to be successful in the 2026 DV application. The first thing that I would recommend is that you maintain the deadline. You keep the deadline. Don't procrastinate. Take your photo, have your documents ready. Of course, you're not required to submit any documents at that particular time. The only time that you need the only thing that you'll need to upload is your photo. So if you are just by yourself, it's quick. I have videos about step-by-step on how to do the application and how to submit your photo. So have your photo ready, and in one sitting, it took me about 30 minutes to complete the form, but I guess it's because I was also explaining what I was doing. So give or take 20 minutes and you're done if you're the only applicant. So have your information ready. If you're married, legally married, that is, have the information of your spouse, date of birth, their name, last name, middle name, first name, year, of course, year they were born, city they were born, and country of birth. The children, same thing, and their photos. Stick to the deadline. Don't procrastinate. That's the first tip. The next tip is make sure that your country is eligible. So if you're from, what are these African countries that are not eligible? Let me look at my list. I know for sure Nigeria is not eligible. So Nigeria is not eligible, and Cuba is one of the ones that were added this year that is no longer eligible. So make sure you verify that your country is eligible. For the most part, the African countries are eligible to participate. So, and then the other eligibility is your education. So high school diploma is the bare minimum that you'll need. If you did not go through high school and get your certification, then you will need that other qualification through the work experience. 2 years of work experience in a skill or in an occupation that is qualified, and it has to be, it required you 2 years to go through that school, and it has to be within 5 years, within the last 5 years. So make sure you're following those specifications before you enter, because those two things, actually those three things are like immediate disqualifiers. Let me talk about the immediate disqualifiers. If you enter and your country is not eligible, it's an automatic disqualifier. If you enter and you don't have either the high school, minimum high school or work experience, it's an automatic disqualifier. If you do multiple entries and you're not legally married, then it's an automatic disqualifier. And the last one is the photo. If the photo does not meet the specifications, that's another automatic disqualifier. So make sure you're following those specifications before you sit down and waste your time. The other hint, the other tip that I would like to give you is to find a place that has strong internet, because one of the challenges that people are finding is that in the middle of the application just disappears, or there's a glitch, or internet imepotea, stima zimepotea, there's no lights, and there's a weak signal. And at that point, you either don't get the confirmation number, or you don't finish the application, or you hit submit and you're not sure what's going on with the internet. It keeps going circle, circle, circle. Kumbe, it's submitted, but you're not aware, or you're not sure, and then you go back and apply again. So you have double applications, and that automatic disqualifies you from that. So strong internet connection. Some people are doing it on the phone, which is fine. Just have a strong internet connection. Familiarize yourself with the application process. That way you already know what you're getting yourself into. Apply early, don't wait last minute. Like I said, you still have 23 days, so you still have time. You have time to get good photos. You have time to get the information that you need to apply, even if you're going to go to that school, Sabrina, and take the picture yourself with a digital camera, but make sure it's a good one. You still have time to take good pictures. Try the best that you can to get those pictures of those children so that you can upload them. Start gathering information. Like I said, don't wait until last minute, because what happens towards the end of the end of October, towards the beginning of November, is that all the procrastinators gather around that time. And that's the time they want to start quickly hustling and putting in their applications. Kumbe, their website is crashing, and here you are trying to submit your application. So you still have time. So use that time wisely to make sure that you submit your application. So remember that the DV lottery is free to enter. Just to put in your application is free, so go ahead and do it. The costs start adding up later after you've been selected, but don't waste this chance for you to at least give yourself that opportunity to see if you have been selected or not. You will not know until you try. So go ahead and give it a chance. If you're in the US and you're not a US citizen and you're not a lawful permanent resident, you can still apply. You can apply if you came here with a different visa and you want to be a legal resident of the US or a US citizen. Use this opportunity to put in your application. You never know. Once you win, you go through the process of changing your status. You'll do adjustment of status, and then you'll become a US citizen, lawful permanent resident first, and then a US resident. What else am I forgetting? Do you guys have any questions regarding this? Top trending and breaking news in Kenya. Hi, Lucy. I'm Ferdinand, a Kenyan resident. I was planning to apply for this, but my fear is how to get a host in the US. So worry about that later. Like, I would just apply and let just life fall into place, because you're worried about something in the future. Manifest yourself now, and just know that when that time comes, there are other ways of getting a host. You don't have to know anybody. There are people who own YouTube channels here that have grown further to extend their services to hosting people. So this should not hinder you from applying. Just apply and talk to us later after you've already won, and then we can try and find you people. I know for a fact that Shiko Hope TV has hosting services called Fins. I know there's another lady in New York called Nafula Charlene that helps host people who are coming in with the diversity visa. So Ferdinand, that's how you say it. Don't let this be a hindrance for you to apply. Just put in your application. So I will remind you about the photo. I will not, I don't feel like I'm saying it as many times as I should. The photo needs to be on point. So make sure that your photo is good before you submit. Everybody in the application needs to be had to have a photo. Let's talk about the spouse. So, and the people that are supposed to go on the application. If you're single, then it's just you and it's quick and you're done. It's your application and your photo. If you're married and you're just traditionally married, then that doesn't count. You're still going to feel in like you're single. Unless you're planning to get a certificate, and then you can just say now you're married and then get the certificate. But I would advise you to get the certificate before you put in your application. Because just saying that you're married is not going to hold any weight when you go to, if you win and when you go to the interview. It's not going to suffice. It's not going to be enough just saying that you're married because you've been with this Jama for like 6 years or 10 years and you have multiple children. You still have to show your certificate, marriage license. If you are separated, you used to be married, but now you're separated because things are not working out. So everybody goes their own way. Kilamtu, they have their own apartment. You're still married. So you need to add that person, your spouse, on the application. If you are legally separated, so you went to court and you're still married, but you're legally separated, you have paperwork to show that you're legally separated, then you're not required to add that person on there, on your DV. Even if you add that person, they will not be able to immigrate with you. Obviously, there's a reason why you guys are legally separated. I think you're just planning to divorce at some point. But if you are not legally separated, you must put your spouse in your application. So for the children, they have to be either your biological children or adopted children. Make sure you have paperwork, adoption paperwork. They have to be under the age of 21 and unmarried. Stepchildren, then you have to show the marriage license that you're married to their father or their mother. So, you know, the way in Africa we take care of kids, and like, for example, you take your sister's kid or your brother's kid and you're raising them, you're paying their school fees, they live at your house, and the community thinks that you have adopted them. That does not qualify. You have to have legal adoption papers in order for you to add that child to your application. So that is it as far as the people to add on the application. Everybody needs to have a photo. Everybody needs to have a photo. So people that are asking to be paid to put in your application. So unless it's an understanding that you guys have that because of your services, I'm going to charge you or to pay you this amount for the services of helping me put in the application. But the application itself is free to enter. So don't go to some websites that are asking you for $25, you how much in order to access the application. So that is fraud. The only website that you need is dvprogram.state.gov. That's where you go to put in your application. And let me put it up here. dvprogram.state.gov. It takes you straight to that link. It takes you straight to the form. Kaslima Edith, can I apply now? Yes. What's your country of eligibility? Where are you from? So make sure your country is eligible. The DV entry period is still ongoing. It opened on October 2nd and it goes all the way until November 5th. So yes, you can still apply. Thank you for watching, Edith. Let me know where you're watching from. Guys, where are you watching from? Amonge? Oh, you're from Uganda. Okay, thank you. Thank you for watching from Uganda. Thank you for watching. this is the link, dvprogram.state.gov. That's the link. Let me know if you have any questions. Is this the first time that you guys are applying? Have you attempted before? How many times have you applied? Where are you watching from? If you've attempted before, do you feel like you made some mistakes and you're trying to correct them this year? How did you take your photo? Did you go to a studio and have your photo taken, or did you use your cell phone? If you used your cell phone and it went through, how was that? Because some people are saying that they're afraid to use their mobile phone to take their picture because they're not sure. If you even have a little bit of a doubt about your photo, then go have it taken professionally. Go have it taken professionally. So guys, on this live, I was just trying to catch up with you guys to see, number one, how you guys doing? How is it going with the DV entry period? Have you guys applied? What problems are you having, if any? What questions do you have? I would refer you to the website, dvprogram.state.gov, for the instructions, especially if you're new to the DV program. If you're new to the DV lottery program, a lot of information there. As a matter of fact, if you just read that instructions PDF, it's 35 pages, you'll come out there knowing almost everything. You won't even have any questions. You'll just go and apply after that. Okay, let's see. Please talk about day and time of applying. Many people are saying last days are better than now. So the DV lottery is a random selection. Winners are selected randomly. So I don't have the matrix. I don't have the matrix of when is the better time for you to apply. I just know that you need to have applied between October 2nd at noon Eastern time and November 5th at noon Eastern time. So all those applications are going to be put together after the deadline. And that's why they say do not miss the deadline, because then all the entries will be put in together and there's no time for you to add. They don't have any other opportunities for you to add yours. It's locked, it's done. So I don't have a specific day that I can tell you, because who am I? I don't know. It's a randomized computer selection. So just put in your entry. If you're going to be a winner in 2026, or if you're going to be, we'll find out in May next year. But I wouldn't worry so much about that. I just need you guys to put in your applications and just let it be. Don't worry about don't wait until the last minute. That's when the systems are crashing and you're not even sure whether you submitted or you didn't submit because system error. When did you apply, Miss Lucy, and what time? I did not come through the DV lottery. I did not come to the US through the DV lottery. I came through the visitor visa and I changed my status. So I did not come through the DV lottery. Okay, Haron Osman. I am Haron Osman, watching from Ghana. Please, with regards to the photo, using natural light and using studio light, which one is the best to use? So if you look at the instructions and the templates given on the US website, it doesn't matter as long as the picture is clear, it's in color, it's digital, it has no shadows. As long as you're following the measurements, the composition, the resolution, the size, the frame, you're not wearing your glasses, you don't have a hat, your face can be seen. You haven't like filtered your face, you haven't done any enhancements. Yes, natural light is good, but also studio light is good. So just make sure that your photo is clear and it's visible. Do you guys have any further questions? My fans from Ghana, thank you for watching. Fans from Gambia, from Uganda, from Kenya, from the UK, from the Gulf, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting this channel. By the way, tumefika 5K. We are at 5,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. Let's support each other. If you have a YouTube channel, a young YouTube channel, and you want to put in your channel name here so that we can follow you, go ahead and do that. Let's support each other, young YouTubers, sharing information. Whatever you know, whatever I know, if we combine it on this platform, we're going to educate a lot of people. There's a person on, I did a live, I think yesterday or day before, and the person requested that I talk about the affidavit of support. The affidavit of support is a form that the sponsor, so like you guys that are now applying for the diversity visa, if you win and somebody from here is sponsoring you, or your host or whoever is going to receive you on this end needs to do an affidavit of support to show that they are responsible for you financially, so that you do not become a public charge to the US government. So I didn't have enough time to go over the affidavit of support at that time because the live had gone too far. So I did a video and I'm going to post it, an affidavit of support video. It gives you instructions. So the people who are now in the US and who will be hosting you guys that are now applying, with information about how to complete and what are the legal responsibilities attached to that form, because it's like a legal contract between the US government and the petitioner, who is also called the sponsor, who is also called the host. Harun, if you apply as a couple and your wife is not educated, during the interview process, will she be required to answer questions? So, are you the main applicant? If you're the main applicant, you can be the one answering the questions. I know somebody who's from Uganda who came here with the family, and he said that during the interview, he was the only one that was speaking. And so it kept the information consistent, and it avoided any kind of conflict of information. So is she the main applicant, or are you the main applicant? I believe you can bring an interpreter if she's the main applicant. But those are issues that you'll have to deal with after you've been selected and you have the DS 260, you've completed it, and now you're planning for the interview. So yeah, I believe you can bring an interpreter, or if you are the main applicant, then you can be the one answering the questions. So you have question about your education. I am a professional teacher and degree is my highest qualification, but I have low grade in my senior high school. Am I? Yeah, you can apply. You can apply. Pick the one that says degree. Let me see if I'm able to show you. So when I say high school, and by the way, even having a low grade, I don't think they consider. Do they consider having a low grade, or they just want you to finish high school and have a certificate? Excuse me. So if you're a professional teacher and you have a degree, then use that, because the minimum that they can take is the high school degree. But if you have a higher grade, then a higher degree, then use that. Look at this. It says the highest level of education you have achieved as of today. So if you're saying that you have a degree and you are a professor, so I don't know what do you have? Do you have a master's? Do you have a university degree? So between this one, university degree, and this one, depending on what kind of degree you have, you can pick that, or even this one. So I'm not sure what your qualifications are, but yeah, You can still apply. Yes, of course, apply. Dennis Omoyo, watching from Kitengela, Kenya. Mkwaje, how are you in Kitengela? Big up for your information. Thank you for watching, Dennis. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining the live. It's Sunday afternoon here. It's about 3 o'clock, 3:41 p.m. So I appreciate you guys joining my live this afternoon. I was just jumping on the live to see how you guys are doing. Are you how have you been since the opening of the DV entry period? It was opened on October 2nd. So today's day 11 for those who are counting. Who's counting anyway? For those who are counting, it's day 11 of the DV lottery entry period. And you have 23 days remaining. So the procrastinators, you have 23 days remaining to put in your application to submit your entry. So Elvis Duwayo, I would like to ask about visit visa information from you privately. I'm a new subscriber from Zambia. Okay. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you to the Lucy Mwangi USA family. I welcome you to our channel. This is where you get loads of information about different ways to come to the US and also life in the US as an immigrant, either a new immigrant or an immigrant who has been here for quite a while. If you have some questions, let me give you my email and you can just shoot me an email. I'm also on TikTok. I'm on TikTok a lot. So you can send me either inbox on TikTok or just send me a message on TikTok. My TikTok is still the same. It's Lucy Mwangi USA. So questions about education still. Haruna Osman. My wife is a seamstress, but she has not completed senior high school so far. That matters. She's not having senior high school certificate. Does she qualify to enter? She does qualify, but she will not be the one putting in your the application. You would be the one to put in the application as the main applicant, and then you would add her as a derivative or as a dependent. So you can add your wife to your application, but she cannot add you because she does not have the minimum requirements of high school certificate. Unless for the skill of a seamstress, but you have to go on the instructions and find out if that is a qualifying skill, work experience. She has to have studied that for 2 years and it has to be within the last 5 years. So just go on the instructions and see if seamstress qualifies. But I want to say that yes, you can participate. You can put in the application and then add her as a dependent. So that's my email address, lucymwangiusa@gmail.com. So Elvis, you can send your question there and I'll try as much as possible to answer your question. So if you guys don't have any other questions, I am going to end the live. I was just giving you tips on how to be successful in completing your DV lottery application. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for sharing my videos. I appreciate you. I'll continue making videos about different things that come up. If you guys send me questions, then I'll make videos. You can request for me to do a video and I'll do some research. If I'm not familiar with whatever you're asking, I'll do some research and I'll post the video for you guys. I'll do that. So if there's anything specific about the DV lottery that you want me to do a video about, hit me up either on TikTok or on Facebook. or on, I'm not on Facebook a lot, but on YouTube. Or I have my email. I've given you my email. So let me know if you have any questions. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll see you guys next time.